What's up, everybody? Next Gen Assassin here. Free to play weekend kicks off today, so I wanted to make this video for people jumping in now. I have a tier list right here: easy mode, hard mode, and avoid at all costs. All right, so I'm gonna start at the avoid all costs section. These are reserved for like lower tier characters, and essentially it's just some of them aren't really that low tier, they're mid tier, but they do take a while to get used to, and you can't really pick them up like in 3 days and get good with and play them at a good level. So I'm gonna say Quan Chi, definitely. Nitara, she is fun to play with, but you do have less health than the other characters, so you can make less mistakes pretty much. So for Sub-Zero, he has a few mix-ups. It's just his damage and combo routes do require a little bit of execution. I'm gonna put Rain up there as well. He's in this game, he's still like a zoner, but he has more anti-zoning tools, and I feel like you have to do a lot to do really good with him, so I would recommend him starting off. I'm gonna put Shao up there as well. Shao's actually really good. You just have to worry about two stances. He has a stance where he can throw the axe down, and then you have a whole different moveset. I think that's a lot to learn in a few days. I'm also gonna put Kenshi up there just for that same reason, because you have to know Sento combos and his other stance combos. So it's just any character to do it that has stances. Besides Astra, like actual stances with a different moveset, I would kind of avoid them at the beginning. Let's see here. Could put Shang Tsung up there. Okay, I'll put Shang Tsung up there as well, just because you have to switch from the old version and the young version of him, and they don't entirely have different movesets, but they do different things. Again, that's a lot to think about when you're just trying to hop on and fight up against these other brain dead top tier characters. All right, easy mode. Let's do easy mode. So first and foremost, if you want to have a good time, play Johnny. No reason to not play Johnny. I mean, he's one of the best characters in the game. Kenshi is one of the best characters in the game as well. Like I said though, you have to figure out his stances and Sento to make him strong. See here, Astra is up there as well. She does have a stance, a light and dark mode. However, you don't really need to even use the dark mode because her regular mode is super good. She has a overhead that people aren't going to react to. You can lane people out with that. Just spam overhead and they're going to get hit by it, especially when everybody's still learning the game. All right, Raiden's definitely up there. It's easy mode. You'll find out shortly when you go in the lab with him. You can kind of just do down one into like Storm Cell. You can do everything into Storm Cell, cancel the recovery with a cameo and make it safe, and then you can continue your pressure. His mix up with with his low sweeps, and then either the low sweep or the overhead, that's really strong as well. So I think that he's a great character to start off with. We got Baraka. Baraka is the same like he was in the other games. A lot of chip damage, pretty easy combo routes to do, and he does have a lot of cameos that go well with him, so I would definitely recommend Baraka. I'll put Reiko up there. He is a grappler, and he has the best projectiles in the game. So if you want to play a grappler, definitely go for Reiko. You still have projectiles, so you can't really get zoned out. So yeah, Reiko's a good pick for easy mode here. All right, so next person, Liu Kang. So Liu Kang, I mean, he does what he does: bicycle kicks, flying dragon projectile. He has 2 projectiles that he can combo off of. Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty solid pick. I believe people have him sitting at mid tier right now, but I mean, I think he's a little bit higher. But yeah, he's super good, easy to pick up and play. All right, I'm gonna also put Omni-Man up there as well. His combo routes are pretty easy, and with his stance, he does have the Viltrumite stance, I believe it's called. You can dodge projectile, so it's easy to not get zoned out. Just overall easy character, of course. I'm gonna put Peacekeeper up there as well. He's super easy. He has a lot of combo routes, but you can like just find out one combo route and pretty much go with that. Pretty versatile when you get to use this whole kit, but you can just pick him up and play like super quickly. All right, next I'm gonna go ahead and do the hard mode characters. I think that's it for the easy ones. So these characters, it just take a little bit more effort to really do well with them, but they're not necessarily so complicated. So I'm gonna start with my main, Sindel. Her combo routes can be a little bit tricky, especially like doing the float cancels. That's how you extend her combo damage, and just knowing how to do the float cancel in general is a little bit complicated. Next is Kung Lao. So for Kung Lao, you have a really great armor move. Pretty much, you have a safe armor move, which is why I think he's kind of easy. You can just spam that. But his combo routes are a little less forgiving. You have to do a little bit more to get his combos off. All right, for hard mode, I'm gonna put Kung Lao up there as well. You have a safe armored move, so you can just throw it out and not get punished for it. His combo routes can get a little bit tricky, but like once you get them down, it's pretty simple. The next character I'm gonna put up there is Smoke. He is a little bit complicated because you have to do the teleport cancel to like extend his combos and pressure. But I mean, if you're playing up against your friends who also don't play and it's their first time playing, they're not gonna react to that overhead and all of his just regular combo strings. So I think he's a really good beginner pick. Put Gears up there as well. He's kind of teetering on the avoid all costs section, just because you have to keep track of how many clocks you have. The clocks that he pulls out, you get like 3 of them, so you have to like make sure you have 3, and then you have access to other moves in his kit. So it can get a little bit complicated, but on the surface, like even if you just do the basic stuff, you can kind of get pretty far with him. So I definitely recommend Gears. All right, so I'm gonna put Katana up there as well. Her combo routes can be tricky, but she has great zoning. Her armor move is pretty good as well. Yeah, I think she's a good pick for just starting out. Next, I'm gonna do Melina. Actually, I'm gonna move Melina up to easy mode, just because like it's hard to defend against her, especially with her main string 1-2-1, or is it 1-2-2, which is the overhead string. You'll see it when you're in the lab with her, but a lot of people, unless you labbed against it, they're not going to be able to block that. So yeah, she's pretty much easy mode. You can just throw that string out and get damage. Scorpion is going to be hard mode. I feel like he's a little bit better than Sub-Zero in my opinion. He doesn't have any real mix-up besides like his back 4, which is the low, and it's super punishable. But other than that, he doesn't have a mix-up, but he's pretty simple to play. You know, spear shenanigans, he can still combo off a spear. Pretty easy to pick up. I'm gonna put Havoc up there as well. He's considered low tier, kind of mid tier a little bit, but his game plan is pretty simple, and he has good zoning as well. A really great armor move, which is why I put it in hard mode, because it's like a 5-hit armor move. You can just throw it out and wake up, and a lot of people won't know how to deal with it. I'm gonna put Tanya up there as well. She almost will go into easy mode, but you do have to have some execution for her combos. She has like a really great block string that just does a lot of chip damage, and you can also combo off of her armor move as well. And it's just I don't know how many hits the armor move does, but that spinning kick, helicopter kick, it is really good. All right, Reptiles in hard mode as well. He's super simple for like his actual combo routes. Once you start using his invisibility, that's when it gets complicated, but out the gate you can just start doing really good with him. All right, last person I'm gonna do is Lee May for hard mode. She's a really good character to pick up. High damage, you get like 50% off with each touch. Anybody who mains her uses Scorpion. It's her best cameo, so just use it. All right, so this is my free to play weekend tier list. Characters in easy mode. If you just want to jump in, press buttons, learn like a little combo, and do well against your friends, pick those characters. If you want to spend a little bit more time in the lab, if you have the time, I would go with any of the characters in the hard mode. I would just avoid all the characters at the bottom, because you're gonna have to spend a lot more time. That I don't think 3 days is going to be enough for you to really have do a lot with that character or do well with that character. Above all else, enjoy the free weekend, have fun, peace out.